Hi, my AI Stories viewer. Today I'm explaining the imagination story of iconic star Allu Arjun Pushpa 2. Coming story title Pushpa 2. The rise of smuggler Raj characters. Pushpa Raj. Allu Arjun. Nicknamed Pushpa Raj, he's risen to become the kingpin of red sandalwood, smuggling in the Seshachalam hills. Ruthless and cunning, he's determined to dominate the illegal trade. SIPS, Bhanwar Singh Shekhawat, Fahadh Faasil. The relentless police officer obsessed with bringing down Pushpa's empire. Bhanwar is even more determined after a personal encounter with Pushpa's ruthlessness. Shrivali, Rashmika Mandanna, the tribal woman who fell for Pushpa's charm, now caught between her loyalty to him and the growing darkness she sees within. Javed, Jagapati Babu, a rival smuggler who operates in the shadows, playing both sides for his own benefit. Dawood Ibrahim, Mohanlal, special appearance. The Mumbai underworld don, rumored to be the ultimate buyer behind the red sandalwood smuggling ring. Story. The movie opens with Pushpa consolidating his power. He's eliminated rivals, forged alliances with local tribes, and established a brutal network for smuggling red sandalwood. His swagger and flamboyant style make him a folk hero among the oppressed tribals, but fear him among his enemies. Bhanwar Singh, scarred by his previous encounter with Pushpa, has become even more ferocious in his pursuit. He understands Pushpa's brilliance and meticulously studies his operations. Bhanwar uses a multi-pronged approach, cracking down on Pushpa's smuggling routes, working with informants and exploiting the cracks within Pushpa's organization. Shrivali witnesses the increasing violence surrounding Pushpa. Torn between her love for him and the growing darkness she senses, she becomes a voice of reason within the ruthless world Pushpa has built. Javed, the cunning rival, sees an opportunity to exploit the conflict between Pushpa and Bhanwar Singh. He plays both sides, manipulating them against each other while secretly building his own smuggling network. The story takes a dramatic turn when the Indian government announces a task force dedicated to dismantling the red sandalwood smuggling ring. The pressure mounts on both Pushpa and Bhanwar Singh. Meanwhile, rumors swirl about a mysterious buyer, Dawood Ibrahim, the Mumbai underworld don. Whoever controls the flow of red sandalwood to Dawood will gain immense power and wealth. Pushpa devises a daring plan to bypass law enforcement and establish a direct connection with Dawood. Bhanwar, anticipating Pushpa's move, sets a trap to capture him during the deal. The deal and its fallout. Pushpa's audacious plan to connect with Dawood involves a daring helicopter heist. He orchestrates the theft of precious red sandalwood logs stored in a government warehouse, planning to airlift them directly to Dawood's men. Bhanwar, suspecting Pushpa's move, leaks a false tip about the heist location. The ensuing chaos works in Pushpa's favor. While the police engage in a decoy operation, Pushpa executes his real plan, successfully airlifting the sandalwood. However, during the escape, Bhanwar manages to shoot down one of Pushpa's helicopters, with an unknown fate for those on board. News of the successful heist reaches Dawood, who's impressed by Pushpa's audacity. He dispatches a representative, Laxmi Samantha Ruth Prabhu, to negotiate a permanent partnership. Laxmi, a ruthless businesswoman with an enigmatic past, quickly becomes a force to be reckoned with. Javed's gambit. Javed, enraged by Pushpa's success, makes a desperate move. He exposes Pushpa's smuggling routes and alliances to a powerful politician, Dakshayani Shriya Saran. Dakshayani, a champion for environmental protection, sees an opportunity to cripple the red sandalwood trade and gain political leverage. She exerts pressure on Bhanwar to take down Pushpa at any cost. Internal conflict. Pushpa's organization fractures under the combined pressure from Bhanwar, Dakshayani, and Laxmi. Loyalties are questioned, betrayals occur, and paranoia spreads. Srivali, increasingly horrified by the violence, tries to convince Pushpa to abandon the smuggling business. The forest uprising. The local tribes, who initially supported Pushpa, grow disillusioned by the environmental destruction caused by the red sandalwood trade. Led by a charismatic tribal leader, Raja Sunil Grover, they stage an uprising, disrupting Pushpa's operations and siding with Panwar Singh. Pushpa's counterattack. Pushpa, cornered and desperate, devises a gamble. He uses his remaining resources to expose Javed's alliance with Dakshayani, creating a media frenzy. The public outcry against Dakshayani's hypocrisy weakens her political position. Absolutely. Let's delve deeper into Pushpa 2's storyline, adding twists and complexities. Pushpa's audacious plan to connect with Dawood involves a daring helicopter heist. He orchestrates the theft of precious red sandalwood logs stored in a government warehouse, planning to airlift them directly to Dawood's men. Panwar, suspecting Pushpa's move, leaks a false tip about the heist location. The ensuing chaos works in Pushpa's favor. While the police engage in a decoy operation, Pushpa executes his real plan, successfully airlifting the sandalwood. However, during the escape, Panwar manages to shoot down one of Pushpa's helicopters, with an unknown fate for those on board. News of the successful heist reaches Dawood, who's impressed by Pushpa's audacity. He dispatches a representative, Lakshmi, Samantha Ruth Prabhu, to negotiate a permanent partnership. Lakshmi, a ruthless businesswoman with an enigmatic past, quickly becomes a force to be reckoned with. Javed's gambit, Javed, enraged by Pushpa's success, makes a desperate move. He exposes Pushpa's smuggling routes and alliances to a powerful politician, Dakshayani Shriya Saran. Dakshayani, a champion for environmental protection, sees an opportunity to cripple the red sandalwood trade and gain political leverage. She exerts pressure on Panwar to take down Pushpa at any cost. Internal conflict. Pushpa's organization fractures under the combined pressure from Panwar, Dakshayani, and Lakshmi. Loyalties are questioned, betrayals occur, and paranoia spreads. Srivali, increasingly horrified by the violence, tries to convince Pushpa to abandon the smuggling business. The forest uprising. The local tribes, who initially supported Pushpa, grow disillusioned by the environmental destruction caused by the red sandalwood trade. Led by a charismatic tribal leader, Raja Sunil Grover, they stage an uprising, disrupting Pushpa's operations and siding with Panwar Singh. Pushpa's counterattack. Pushpa, cornered and desperate, devises a gamble. He uses his remaining resources to expose Javed's alliance with Dakshayani, creating a media frenzy. The public outcry against Dakshayani's hypocrisy weakens her political position. Absolutely, let's delve deeper into Pushpa 2's storyline, adding twists and complexities. Dawood's motive. The film hints at a deeper reason behind Dawood's interest in red sandalwood. It's revealed that the precious wood is not just a luxury item. Dawood possesses ancient texts hinting at its use in a powerful, mythical weapon. He seeks to acquire enough red sandalwood to construct this weapon and solidify his dominance in the underworld. Lakshmi's duality. Lakshmi's backstory unfolds. She's not just a ruthless businesswoman, but a descendant of an ancient clan that once protected the Seshachalam forest. Torn between loyalty to Dawood and her ancestral connection to the land, she becomes a wild card in the power struggle. Srivali's revelation. Srivali discovers a hidden network of caves within the forest, rumored to hold forgotten secrets. Legend speaks of a hidden spring with mystical healing properties protected by the tribals. Srivali believes this spring could be the key to saving the forest and the people who depend on it. Javed's downfall. Javed's alliance with Dakshayani crumbles when his duplicity is exposed. He becomes a target for both Pushpa and Panwar. In a desperate attempt to survive, he tries to broker a deal with Lakshmi, offering his knowledge of Pushpa's smuggling routes in exchange for Dawood's protection. The forest spirit. The tribals revere a powerful forest spirit said to protect the Seshachalam. As the destruction intensifies, the spirit's wrath manifests in strange occurrences and environmental anomalies. This adds a layer of mystery and superstition to the conflict. The climax. A multi-pronged battle. Pushpa versus Panwar. A brutal hand-to-hand combat ensues, fueled by years of animosity. The fight spills over into the hidden caves where Pushpa stumbles upon the mythical spring. He realizes its potential as a bargaining chip and a source of healing for the ravaged forest. Srivali versus Lakshmi. A battle of ideologies erupts between Srivali, who fights to protect the forest and its people, and Lakshmi, caught between loyalty and her ancestral duty. Srivali uses her knowledge of the hidden caves and the spring to gain the upper hand. Raja versus Dakshayani. Raja confronts Dakshayani, exposing her hypocrisy and the true motives behind her environmental crusade. This public revelation weakens Dakshayani's political standing. The twist. Just as Pushpa gains the upper hand against Banwar, a tremor rocks the caves, triggered by the overuse of explosives for red sandalwood extraction. The ceiling begins to collapse, threatening to bury everyone alive. The ending. A moral conundrum. Pushpa has a choice: escape with the secret of the spring and potentially exploit it for his own gain, or use his remaining resources to help everyone escape the collapsing caves. Banwar, facing the same choice, grapples with his unwavering pursuit of justice. Lakshmi chooses to side with Srivali and the tribals, recognizing the true value of the forest. The film ends with a tense rescue operation. The fate of Pushpa, Banwar, and the others remains ambiguous. However, the spring's existence and its potential healing powers become public knowledge. The future of the Seshachalam forest hangs in the balance, with various factions vying for control. The final scene shows a group of tribals, led by Srivali and Raja, planting new saplings, symbolizing a fragile hope for a sustainable future. This extended storyline injects moral dilemmas, mystical elements, and a deeper exploration of the characters' motivations. It sets the stage for Pushpa 3 to explore the fight for control of the spring, the potential exploitation of its power, and the challenges of restoring balance to the ravaged ecosystem. Climax and consequences. The climax is a multi-layered battle. Pushpa and Banwar engage in a final, brutal confrontation. Meanwhile, Srivali tries to reason with Raja and the tribals, appealing to their shared desire for a better life. Lakshmi makes a power play of her own, aiming to eliminate both Pushpa and Banwar and seize control of the red sandalwood trade for Dawood. The film ends with a sense of both victory and loss. Pushpa may survive, but his empire is in tatters. Banwar might achieve his goal of dismantling the smuggling ring, but at a great personal cost. The fate of the Seshachalam forest and its people remains uncertain. The final scene shows a single red sandalwood sapling emerging from the ravaged landscape, a symbol of hope for a future free from exploitation. This extended storyline introduces new characters, deepens existing conflicts, and explores the environmental and social consequences of the red sandalwood trade. It leaves room for further exploration in a potential Pushpa 3, focusing on the long-term ramifications of Pushpa's actions and the fight for a sustainable future for the Seshachalam region. The climax is a thrilling showdown between Pushpa and Banwar Singh's forces. Loyalties are tested, alliances crumble, and Pushpa's empire faces its biggest threat yet. The ending is left ambiguous. Does Pushpa manage to secure the deal with Dawood and escape Banwar Singh's clutches? Does Srivali manage to pull Pushpa back from the brink of darkness? The stage is set for a potential Pushpa 3 to explore the consequences of Pushpa's actions and the ultimate fate of his smuggling empire.